that I want people to look out for, definitely. So I'm excited about that.
Copy. Let me pin your name and everything so everybody can go follow you now.
Yeah, absolutely. So now that everybody's tuning in, man, I appreciate y'all, man. So we just gonna keep it jumping. Go ahead and hit the arrow, share this to whoever you feel like.
That's a fact.
It's gonna be an interesting time, man.
Well, that's a fact.
Feel free to comment any type of questions or anything that you got too. We're gonna get to y'all.
That's a fact. So so next song we got I seen a lot of matter of fact, yeah. So you could just tell me about your album and everything. What's going on with your album? What's music you got going on? Like, what's going on with all of that?
So I got an album coming out. It's gonna be a surprise date though, but I promise you that it will be out before the quarantine's over with. Basically it's 15 tracks right now. It's all fire, unreleased material. I really don't think that people are gonna people definitely gonna be able to identify this. They're not gonna see what's coming. I stepped it up a little bit and I changed it up. It's exciting though. And as far as the album though, it's gonna be coming soon. Like the track one that's on the Uncle Murder tape is gonna be on the album. We're gonna do a video. So we got a lot of things coming, bro.
Copy. So Occupy Hip Hop, could you dig a little bit deeper into that? Like, what is the real meaning behind that? Like,
so like Occupy Wall Street, right? That was a protest to say like what they was doing wrong in Wall Street, right? They protested it. So I'm trying to do the same thing with hip hop, right? I'm trying to occupy hip hop by protesting kind of the garbage that's out there and like differentiate myself, right? So basically Occupy hip hop is a movement within itself. You feel me?
Wow, that's fire. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump into it, man. The Craft White track, which was fire. I fuck with the Craft White. I like that a lot. I heard a lot of controversial bars in there. You was talking your shit in there, so I definitely want to dig into that track. I know yours in the mountain, right? You shot that in the mountain?
Yeah, we shot that at Mountain Lodge, actually. Shot that hometown right at the park, the mailboxes. We try to give it that hometown feel.
Well, that's what's up. Yeah, that shit was fire. So I heard a couple bars and everything. But before I dissect the bars in Craft White, could you just tell me a little bit about the single, the background of the single, how it came about? What would you think about when you made the song, all of that good shit?
I had just came home, bro. I just came home, right? I just came home, and I actually just put those bars together. Those were just like random bars, like I just put together. It was supposed to be throwaway track. It wasn't even supposed to go hard like that, but everybody that listened to it was like, yo, you gotta do a video of this. So that's what we did, like immediately.
That's what's up. So yeah, what was your target audience? If you get a little bit in your target audience, who you was trying to reach with your message?
So my demographic was kind of like Craft White. I utilized, the kids and the older folks, because I want the kids to know what hip hop really is, and then I was trying to get the older folks that was like already into hip hop, right, and like make it relevant again, because we kind of like lost our way a little bit. There's a few artists out there that's doing it, but
that's kind of tough. Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Yeah,
definitely. So I heard one bar. I'm gonna get into it. The first bar, you came out strong. You said, "Lex Starks, you bitch ass nigga, get your act right. I might have fucked that bitch with no rubber, but I rap tight." Like, could we go a little bit deeper into that? Like, could we talk about it a little bit? Like,
so I came out with the first bar because I was like, how can I be as confrontational as possible, right?
Yeah.
So that bar just fit. As far as the second bar, a lot of stuff that I spit is authentic, bro. Like it's based off my life. Might have some type of embellishment, but it's mainly, just about my life. And so that bar, there was somebody who had spoke on Facebook and posted some STD medication that I was taking, and they posted on Facebook. And he said, "Yo, the only thing you ever gonna be good at was music." So he's right? Like I had the STD and I had the music and I still got it, right? So like nothing could impede my process. You could talk about me, you could do whatever you want, but in all actuality, that ain't gonna stop my movement and that ain't gonna stop my shine. You feel me?
That's fire. That's fire, bro. That takes a lot of humility.
Yeah.
A lot of humbleness, a lot of confidence, bravery. You feel me? So, where would you say you got that from? Like, where you think you acquired that in your life?
Got a question that says who's your biggest inspiration, and so just to go off that by Miss Madeline, right? I'm sorry if I'm not
Miss Mandy Lee. Lee. That's this right there. That's Mandy Lee.
So my biggest inspiration and the person that told me that was my father, right? He told me about humility. something that I like to call quiet, silent strength. Right? People don't understand silent strength. Like Frank Lucas said in the movie, he's like, "Yo, the loudest person in the room is usually the weakest," and that's just a fact for me, right? Like I feel like the person that's trying the most is really the most insecure. So my pops taught me about silent strength, and that's where I learned that humility aspect from. Right? It's a good saying: either get humble or get humiliated, and I try to follow that the best of my ability.
Well, nah, that's definitely true, bro. That's dope though. The way you kind of took that situation. A lot of people could have took that like and just been so negative about it, but you took a positive out of the negative. That's dope. Um, I heard another bar in Craft White said last nigga took from the bars, Blanco crushed his head, and he might have not been the same from what others said, but he still dropped the charges. I'm fucking dead.
All right.
So I gotta hear a little bit about that, bro.
I appreciate you asking that question, but I gotta. So basically, I had a record label, Bars Entertainment, DJ Eddie Blanco. Shout out DJ Eddie Blanco. He was the DJ at the time. So we had about 17 artists underneath me. Things was popping. It was going well. Yeah. So basically, somebody had stole from him, right? We had an artist that stole from him and pawned one of his stuff. He tried to confront the dude. Dude tried lying about it. He ended up literally breaking dude's face, and the dude told on him. So in order for the charges to get dropped, I brought some back in, and I had the charges drop on Blanco. $50 towards the lawyer, make a phone call quick. Affidavit. It was late, but honestly, I don't regret what I did. Because he did. But at the same time, if I could go back, I'd change the way I handled that situation. You feel me? Like I think I could have handled it better, but back then that's the way things were. So
yeah. No, that took a lot of leadership and shit, bro. Definitely. Especially, I mean, a lot of niggas would never even been around, son, but you secured that bag. I kind of see you was playing chess in the checking game.
Yeah, snitches get stitches, they used to say, right? But like in all actuality, bro, like I mean, I'd rather 48 people, right? 48 laws of power, artist seduction. I'd rather utilize those tactics, right? And everybody be healthy and come with a common understanding. But like still, I would have handled that situation differently. You know what I mean? I don't know where son's at. I don't know what's going on with him. I know he couldn't get that lawsuit to fix his face, so let's move on.
Oh, speaking about bars, I know about bars, but for the people who don't know about Bars Entertainment, could you go dig a little bit deeper into what bars was?
Well, Rico Records was it was a record label I had at the time. I was CEO of the company. I was 22 years old. CEO. Felt like I was everything, and I basically what I'm doing now is I'm taking that type of drive, that type of impetus, and I'm moving towards myself. Right? I try to spread myself out between 17 artists, and now what I'm trying to do is consolidate it in my own movement. Right? It's like 50 Cent. He had to be 50 Cent before he brought on G Unit, cell phone before he brought,
Rockefeller,
League and all them. Like he had to put himself on. So that's what I'm trying to do for myself, and then bring everybody else full circle. You feel me?
No, that's dope. That's dope. So not to go too left on it or whatever, but I saw on social media, it was a mugshot on social media that you posted, and it was like something like a bank robbery or something like that. If you don't want to dig into it, if it's an open case or anything like that, that's cool. We can move on. But if you got a few words for that, like what that post was about and things like that.
Nah, yeah, that was that post. It wasn't. I didn't do that for clout. I said that in there. Like I didn't do it for clout. I didn't do it for nothing like that. I just basically was trying to show the person I used to be versus the person I am today. You feel me? I just try to show people like you could change, and like I might have been that person now then, but like the person I am now is completely different, and I'm trying to be better. And I mean that's what I said in the beginning of Parlay. Like you're not trying to better yourself. You're not trying to be a better version of yourself. Then what the fuck you doing? So that's basically what that was about. And I'm on parole for it, so I really can't speak about it too much.
Okay.
If anybody wants to know.
Okay. Now, yeah, so we could just leave that there. That's respectable. So what's the word leadership mean to you? Like before, I know when you mentioned that you had to make that little chess move with your mans, that ended up being a little rat. He ended up being a rat, ended up being a snake, and did some funny shit. But you still had to do something so you can secure that your other men wasn't gonna take the charge and shit like that. So what
Yeah.
kind of what does leadership mean to you, and how important is leadership when it comes to a team being together trying to do great things and shit like that?
Nah, that's a valid question, bro. I like so basically like this, right? I put it like this: in a wolf pack, you got the alpha, right? He leads the pack, right? He's not telling everybody what to do. They can leave the pack if they want to. They can be that omega and they can lead. But alpha, he leads by example. He's in the front of the pack and he's leading them, and they taking steps where he takes steps. You feel me? So like I try to be that. And you also got to have that sense of humility when you're trying to lead a pack. You can't have all the answers. You can't run the whole show. You can't be the writer, director, actor, actress. You can't be all those parts. So you have to utilize people. And I call it the how-to of leadership, right? It's being honest, open-minded, and willing, right? So you got to be honest with your people. You got to be open-minded to what they're saying. You got to be willing to try something different. If you keep that how-to, if I keep that how-to, and keep it on the eye, if I keep that how-to, then everybody benefits. You feel me? We go all build as a unit.
Wow. No, that's definitely a fact, man. Leadership is, a lot of people look at leadership in different aspects in different ways, and a lot of people got a mindset of what leadership is and what it looks like. So
yeah, that's
definitely a good point. So yeah, so record label versus independence. I know you had a record label. You was running the record label. You was CEO, and now you're kind of taking things more on the independent kind of route. So what kind of first of all, what advice would you give for anybody watching that's an artist that's trying to go either independent or take a record label route? And another question is on top of that, what's your mindset on it? Like, how would you kind of put the difference?
All right, so whether you're doing anything, right, whether independent or record label, I say you got to put skin in the game, right? You got to put yourself out there as much as possible. Whether you're doing independent or you're trying to go the record label route, it really doesn't matter. You just got to put your stuff out there. And then on top of it, it's like they both take the same amount of drive and the same type of motivation, right? You got to wake up every day. You got to grind. I got to grind every day. I can't stop. I can't slow down. I've had hiccups because of due to like incarceration and things like that, and me falling off. So like it's the consistency that matters within that aspect.
Yeah.
So for me, like I'm open to whatever, right? I had an offer for $50,000 deal, but I didn't own my masters. Now, if I could get a $50,000 deal or any type of deal, own my masters and rights to my publishing, then I'm with it. If I can't do that, then I'm not signing nothing. You know,
could you break that down a little bit, like for people who don't really understand the importance of masters and publishing and things like that as an artist? Could you break that down a little bit more in the detail, like
so
how important it is to own your masters and stuff like that?
Yeah, definitely. So your masters is like you own the like the hard copy, right? Once it's mixed and once it's mixed, it's like you own the masters. The publishing is like the copyrights and everything like that. So let's say if I would have signed to the record label and I would have put my stuff out there, right, through that record label, I take $50,000. I probably owe them the money back, right? On top of that. So if I take the $50,000, thinking I'm in the game, and I owe them that, really, right? Because it's really just an advance, and they own my publishing and they own my masters. Now they're making all the money, and I just sold out for $50,000. They own all my music, so like I try to stem away from that. Now I'm not against the record label route though. If you could do it, take it. Hit me up, get on some shit. But you got to be careful with what you're doing,
No, yeah, definitely. So you basically you saying everything kind of depends on what kind of deal is at hand and how that could work for each individual that's in front of type
Nah,
shit.
definitely. We got a question from somebody else.
Yeah, so Miss Mandy asked another question. She said, "What makes you stand out?"
What makes me stand out? I got a lot of things that make me stand out. So
talk your shit. Talk your shit.
I mean, I gotta say, my stuff is genuine. My music is genuine. My music comes from my experiences, people's experiences around me, right? I'm an empathetic individual. I can't help it. So I feel things deeply. So I put that into my music. One. Two, I got a different like new style flow, but also mix it with the hip hop. And I try to keep it consistent, as much as possible.
Whoa. Definitely. If anybody got any other questions, just keep writing the questions in the comments, and then we'll try to get to everybody as much as possible. You feel me? Yeah. So the coronavirus is here, man. It hit us. Everybody's quarantined. We try to all figure out, especially as creators, originators, artists, we try to figure out what could we do in these tough times to stay positive. So what kind of advice do you have for the people to stay positive in these times? And what are you doing to stay positive?
Nah, I feel that. It's definitely real and it's definitely affecting a lot of people. We can't like dismiss that. But I'll be honest with you, I try not to let this fear run my life, right? A lot of things I think is fear based. And I'm not saying that's not real and it's not out there, but I don't want to let fear run my life. At the same time, I'll be careful with who I shake hands with and I'll be careful of putting the mask on when I get out, right? But like I have to personally touch 4 rooms every day, bro. I do. And people may not vibe with this, but it's like I got to touch the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual room every day, right? Like I gotta pray. I gotta exercise. I gotta talk to other people, right? I gotta touch these rooms every day. And like I said, people might not vibe with that, but that's important for me.
No, I
And
feel
like,
like just be well-rounded. Being
yeah,
well-rounded, yeah.
you stuck in the house all day. It's like, it's like you got to be able to dive into different areas. You can't be just on Instagram and Snapchat all day. You got to be able to dive into other areas. Going on hikes, be careful because there are a lot of people doing that now where they weren't doing that before. So just like it's still, just as dangerous going out there. But you really do want to go outside. You want to vibe with people. That's what I try to
Nah,
do.
facts. I see a comment before we get to Miss Mandy's next comment, but I see a comment says you can own your copyright and masters without owning your publishing. You can do publishing for a time period. My publishing deal is for 18 months. However, I still own my masters and copyright. So you got anything to kind of
Nah, that's not it.
comment on that, or
Yeah. Nah,
is
that's
it all kind of does it all kind of just be like what you said earlier? The contract has to state certain individual things.
And if that works for him, that would work for me too, right? If I own my masters but not own my publishing, that would work for me. I'm saying if they was to own masters and publishing, right? Like there's no deal for me, and that's the deal that I had offered to me personally. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So like that, if you own your masters but not all your publishing, right? That's still
Yeah.
good. But then at the same time, they could take that and remaster it, right? Isn't that the thing? They could take it and remaster it. So I would just still, be wary of that. But as long as you're making the right move yourself, then that's what needs to be done for you.
Oh, that's a fact. I see another question is what is your inner passion in music? We got actually a lot of questions coming. So
See that vibing right now.
if you wanna kind of answer the questions your own and look through them your own and answer what you want to answer, because we got a couple questions here that I mean that's a couple people asking. What makes you stand out? I see Miss Mandy wrote most meaningful lyric put out. So like, I guess your most meaningful lyric.
Oh damn! I would have to say I got a few, you heard. But let me go through this. We said what made you stand out. We spoke that. Yo, honestly, this is a lot right here. I didn't even think it was gonna be like this.
Nah, facts. We almost had 40, man. Everybody in attendance, shout out to you. Y'all know the vibes, man. Money make
Yeah,
money, grind till you shine. We here with your man, Occupy Hip Hop, your boy Lex Starks, man. You already know the vibes.
Somebody said, what you feel is the most important as an artist to can you continue doing despite not being able to move around. I think the most important thing to do right now is to keep yourself relevant, right? To keep writing your music and to keep doing it regardless. Like these times right now, you can do a lot of self reflection. Like that's what I'm doing. I'm taking the time out to meditate. Get like to do my moral inventory, find out more about myself, right? And then push my music further, right? To the deeper I am and the more reflective I am on self, I could bring that out in my music. So I would take the time to do just that. Whether you do music or you don't do music, take the time to, take the moral inventory of yourself and what's going on with you. You feel me?
Well, nah, that's a fact. It's a cool. I saw like a couple others. What is your inspiration? We kind of answered that one. What are some challenges? What are some of the challenges you face as an artist?
As I face personally, um, I mean that's a deep question, but like my thing is consistency, right? And it's not to sound cool, it's not to sound tough, right? Like I keep getting incarcerated and that's been such a big impedance in my movement. Is like constantly hitting roadblocks. But like I'm doing the right thing. I was about to do your show, bro. You remember that?
Facts.
I was going to do your show.
Facts. Yeah,
And
you definitely about to do grind to shine. Word.
I had to do a violation. I called you like, yo, bro, I can't make the show. I got to do a violation. That's a big impedance for me, and that's a big hindrance. So like me trying to stay out of trouble and just do the next right thing is the biggest thing for me, right? Like I gotta stay humble. I told you, get humble and get humiliated, and that's just such a fact for me, bro. I gotta like not chase the fast money. I'm working 2 jobs right now, bro. I know I look tired. I got overnight job and I do a side gig. Like I'm trying to make this legal money and put that bread into my music. It's the hardest thing for me right now, but it's what working.
Nah, that's what's up, bro. At least you being real about it, bro. Like a lot of niggas out here, especially in this music shit, they want to fake it till they make it, and then when they fall on their face and they look and they feel like nobody's around them, nobody still supports them because they was faking the funk the whole time. You feel me? So I can always respect the nigga that really want to get it genuinely from the gutter, like for real.
Yo, bro. Let me just say that with this, right? Some of the dudes, and again, not to sound tough, bro. I got some people that I know, the most humble people on this planet I met in max security prisons, and I'm dead serious. These dudes got 25 to life, natural life. They the most humble people. They walk around, mad respectful, right? All that. But there's nothing worse on this planet than wasted talent, right? These dudes, some people, like when Jada said that bar, there's some dudes better than Jordan that didn't get that break.
Word.
It's true. And there's some people that's really talented, right? But like if you incarcerated or anything like that, like that just you got nothing for the world, really, man. There's not too much that you could do. And like I said, some of the most humble people I know are in there. You got these people out here humble stunting, trying to like, oh, I got this, I got that. I'm trying to flash this, I'm trying to flash that, and it's like they're not even really about it, bro. You know, and that kills me to see that. But you know, all we could do is give people information and support. You give people information and you give them support. You can't give nobody anything else in that.
That's a fact, bro.
We got more questions. A lot of questions here, bro.
Yeah. I see a lot too, my nigga. It's really. I know. I definitely want you to bless the interview with a fire freestyle. But if you want to answer a couple questions before you get to the freestyle, you could do so. You just let me know,
well,
bro.
What time is that? I got work. You heard? So we gonna. I'll answer one more question and I'll do the freestyle right after that. So go ahead.
All right. So let's see what else we got. Would we get some bilingual tracks? Wow. Will we get some bilingual tracks?
We get. Yo, but it's not gonna be that Puerto Rican dialect. It's gonna be que lo que. ¿Qué está pasando? Now we're gonna get some. I'm trying to get up with some reggaeton artists right now. I can't name names, but I'm trying to work with somebody right now. You heard?
Nah, facts. But yeah, so if you ready, we could get into it, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna do this freestyle and we're gonna get out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that tuned in and showed love, man.
Facts.
You know, just follow Occupy Hip Hop for my man Dell. Show love, this is love right here. Honestly, I see celebrities that don't get as many hits like this. Go ahead, Brody. I appreciate you. Yeah. Said I would die at the end, but you knew from how it started. And I feel like giving in, man. I live like I'm retarded. Drug addicted alcoholic, I simply couldn't win. And although they had locked the sea, I knew just how to bed. But it is what it is. I went and caught some felonies, cause I ain't trying to live. Fuck what they telling me. I think I need some therapy, cause I ain't need for days. And I don't have the energy, and she just wanna rage. We fight about every day, and it's getting kinda sickening. I mean, she still call me babe. It's been feeling kinda different. She all up in my business, checking on my messages. It used to be so effortless. I feel I'm losing interest, checking on my messages. She all up in my business. It's been feeling kinda different. I mean, she still call me babe, but it's getting kinda sickening, cause we fight about every day, and she just wanna rage. Yeah.
Yes.
Let me get this one more time. You heard me?
Yeah, do your thing, boy.
Yo.
Do your thing, boy.
Yo. Sit up. 18. Yeah. You see why?
That's a fact. I be real hip hop. That's a fact.
Yo, so this right here, this joint right here, I wrote. It's hard to do it off the fly. You feel me? Cause you'll see why. I'll show you. Ready? Said I would die at the end, but you knew from how it started. And I feel like giving in, man. I live like I'm retarded. Drug addicted alcoholic, I simply couldn't win. And although they had locked it, see, I knew just how to bed. But it is what it is. I went and caught some felonies, cause I ain't trying to live. But fuck what they telling me. I think I need some therapy, cause I ain't eat for days. And now I don't have the energy, and she just want to rage. We fight about every day, but it's getting kind of sickening. I mean, she still call me babe. She's been feeling kind of different. She all up in my business, checking on my messages. It used to be so effortless. I said we share the same sentiment. It never was a curse. The girl seemed like she heaven sent. I met her by a church. I thought that I would show her how good I could go flirt. Thought I was moving forward, and it was always in reverse. And it was always in reverse. Thought I was moving forward, how good I could go flirt. I thought that I would show her. I met her by a church. The girl seemed like she heaven sent. It never was a curse. We share the same sentiment. It used to be so effortless. I feel I'm losing interest. Checking on my messages. She all up in my business. It's been feeling kind of different. I mean, she still call me babe, but it's getting kind of sickening because we fight about every day. And she just wanted to rage. And now I don't have the energy. And I ain't need for days. I think I need some therapy. But fuck what they telling me, because I ain't trying to live. I went and caught some felonies. It is what it is. But I knew just how to bed. Although they had locked it, I simply couldn't win. Drug addicted alcoholic. Man, I live like I'm retarded. And I feel like giving in. But you knew from how it started, I would die at the end.
Yo, my nigga Lex Starks.
I want to do that shit smooth, you heard me? But that's hard right there.
That nigga just spit a whole probably 30 and did it backwards, yo. If y'all don't know what the fuck just happened, tune the fuck in. Drop everything in the comments, man. Have y'all fucking with my man? Drop the fire in the comments. This is what goes on, man. Money make money. Grind till you shine. Occupy hip hop, nigga. Follow my man, you heard? That was crazy. That was crazy, my nigga.
Man. Appreciate y'all.
Yo, I appreciate you, bro. You already, my nigga.
Holla at me. I gotta go to work, you heard?
All right, bro. Grind, my nigga. You already, bro.
All right.
Wow. Fucking wow, my nigga.